What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to use dictionaries in Python. So dictionaries are another very special tool. It's something that every programmer should definitely understand very well. So dictionaries are their key value pairs, which means basically, okay, so we understand lists, right? If you don't understand lists, this would be a good time to watch my lists video. So dictionaries are somewhat similar to lists, but rather than indexing, with a list you use 0, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth to index your data. With dictionaries, you're going to index by a key. So you could use something like a string to index another piece of data. So it's a little bit different, and let me show you an example here of why you would want to do that. So, okay, to make a dictionary, just a blank dictionary, the way to do it is, let's call this dictionary equals, and then you just have blank curly braces like that. So that just creates a blank dictionary. And now let's say that we wanted to add something to the dictionary. So let's say dictionary at the index, and then we can just name something. So let's say I had a previous example where I used fruit, so I'm going to kind of build off that. So let's say oranges, and then let's set that equal to 129. So in this case, we're going to say oranges are $1.29. So let's say that I want to print the price of oranges is this, and then plus, and then the string, because this is going to be a float, so we need to convert it to a string. So dictionary at the index of oranges. So let me go ahead and fire up a terminal and run this program, and we should see the price of oranges is $1.29. So that's what we see right here. I do want to take a second to point something out here. So with Python, declaring an index in a dictionary is very easy. You see how I just created this index right here, oranges, and stored a value to it. In some other programming languages, this can be a little bit more difficult. You might have to use an actual function or some other method to add an index into a dictionary. Whereas in Python, it's a little, it's not strictly typed. So you can just directly add key value pairs straight into the dictionary, just like this, just by using an equal sign. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more of an example, a more complicated example. So in this code here, I'm building off of my lists example in the previous one, but instead of using lists, we're going to use dictionaries, right? So you'll see that I set, the fruit, the name of the fruit equal to its price. So this is pretty convenient, right? That I no longer need to use indexes, like numerical indexes, like 0, 1, 2, 3. I can just reference the fruit by its name. So imagine if you had, thousands of lines of code and you have multiple data structures going on, all kinds of variable types, how convenient it would be to be able to reference the data that you want by name rather than by a numerical index, right? So it is very convenient in that purpose. So in this program right now, it's just going to print the menu, and we're just going to see the fruit name and its option choice number, and then also its price. So I'll go ahead and run this program now, and we'll see. So oranges 129, apples 2.3, bananas 54 cents, blueberries 3.99. Alright, so I went ahead and formatted these strings. So now it's going to look a little bit more presentable on the menu. So I'll go ahead and run this, and it'll show oranges, $1.29, apples, $2.30, so on and so forth. But if I want to select something right now, this is going to throw an error, because now, so when I use this in the list code, we could index fruit, which was a list, by a number, right? a numerical index. Now we can no longer do that. We can only index via the key, which in this case is a string, which would be a fruit name. So it is important that, there's pros and cons to both lists and dictionaries. And as you get a really fundamental understanding of these two, then you'll have a better idea of which one's going to work better in your case. You can always work around things like this, but it depends on your common case, which data structure you should select. So to remedy this in this case, we would do an if. So if user input equals 1, then we would print you chose oranges, which cost, and then we'll do string fruit dictionary at the index of oranges. So I'll run this, and if I select 1 right now, it's going to print you chose oranges, which cost $1.29. And exiting wouldn't have any issue either, because if we enter 5, it's just going to get to this condition, and user input does equal 5, so it exits the loop. And then just to build out the rest of the menu, it would look like this. So we would just have some else ifs for the other user input options, and then we would print out their selection. So I'll just go ahead and run this to show you that works. So oranges, apples, bananas, and blueberries. And then we can exit just like that. As always, I want to take a moment to say thank you. I hope this video gave you a little bit better understanding of what dictionaries are and how to use them. I will link my GitHub repo that I showed in this video, as well as my Discord server in the description. Discord server is great if you have questions, comments, want to get in contact with me, or have video ideas. It's a great resource to you. Once again, thanks for watching.